Hi there, and a warm welcome to Winners Corner Saturday. It's time for some V75, and to see that we're getting all up in the north of Sweden to Skellefteå racetrack. And this is really interesting. It's some cold bloods and some really great horses coming out.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky round. It's very important to pay close attention to the weather conditions because Skellefteå is one of the worst tracks in Sweden when it comes to racing without shoes, especially if it rains. It tends to get really hard and it really wears the feet down on the horses. So pay close attention on SwedishHorseRacing.com for the shoe info.
And pay close attention to the weather and, of course, to Mike's betting suggestions. We're starting out in the fifth race, and this is the race that marks the start of the V75. It's a real interesting one. Have you found the winner, or are you playing it safe now, Mike?
I'm playing it a bit safe. I've got a real outsider here. Number 2, So Noble Jade. This horse has really improved quite a bit since the horse was sold and moved to a new trainer, and this time gets a professional driver, Daniel Wejersten, behind him instead of the owner. I think that could be a big plus. Last time the horse finished very well. The horse usually ends up among the last horses from the start, but always finishes strong. And I feel that this horse is way underestimated here, all the way down at 1 or 2%, I think, on the V75 at the moment. So real upset here if this one wins, and that's maybe stretching it. So I'm playing a bit safe.
Okay, starting off with a safe show bet there in the fifth race. Turning the page to race number 6, and this is a Class 2 race. And I know you have a real outsider here for all of you Seinfeld friends.
Yeah, you know I like this horse. I've had him several times here at Winners Corner. Number 1, Art Vandelay. Another horse that always gets underestimated, I feel. Also comes with good form. He's been out on the V75 now a few times, 3 times running. Last time finished quite well on the inside once he got the opening, and that was against some really tough horses. So he moves down in class a little bit this time. And from an excellent post here, I think he's got a good chance to take the lead right away and then surrender it to the favorite, number 6, Assault. And keep in mind, we have an open stretch at Skellefteå, so Art Vandelay will get the possibility over the stretch. Number 6, Assault here is the likely winner. I think that he deserves to be a very clear favorite here. Last time he was out in the criterium eliminations, second to last time he looked like this, and now he's back once again in his own class. Last time was just too difficult for him, but he did race quite well. I think he finished 11 the last lap. They're talking about pulling the shoes this time. As I said earlier, maybe that won't happen in case we see rain, but Assault deserves to be the winner here. Number 7 is going to draw a lot of attention. He's a favorite up north, but he's going to be parked on the outside, so I think that's going to be too difficult for him.
Aquilino there with a safe winner and, of course, a real upset. And now we're moving on to the 9th race, and this is a really interesting one. It's 2,140 meters, and it's the silver division, Mike. What's your solution to this one?
Yeah, this one I really don't get. A couple of weeks ago, number 6, T-Rex DK was in the list to race on the V75 against much tougher horses than this. And all the experts here in Sweden had him as a banker. They said he's going to win this real easy. And now this time he's up against much easier horses, and it seems that people are even betting between numbers 2, 6, and 7. I think T-Rex DK is going to win this no matter what kind of trip he gets. He has been phenomenal in Finland. He's won 19 out of 25 races since he moved to Finland, and he's been up against the toughest horses possible there. So he moves down in class so much that I think he'll win this from the outside position.
So yet another safe bet there from Mike. Moving on now, we're just turning one page and we reached race number 10. So what is your solution for this one?
Here once again, I'm going to go for not the favorite. I think number 3, Jacques Noir, is going to be the favorite, but I'm going to go against that one. I think number 7, Gianluca Bocco, has a much better chance. Gianluca Bocco has raced against Jacques Noir earlier and has beaten that horse quite easily. Last time, the horse was out in the Derby trial and finished 4th there, so he moves down in class once again this time. As I said, Jacques Noir and Gianluca Bocco clashed in June, and that ended up in an easy win for Gianluca Bocco. I think we're going to see exactly the same. Jacques Noir in the lead, Gianluca Bocco on the outside, and I think Robert Berg's horse is just the strongest.
Sounds like Mike has it all figured out. You're sure convinced me, Mike. And now let's take a look at the daily double. It's handed out in races 10 and 11. And of course, you need to find the winner in these 2 consecutive races. And We just talked about the first leg of the daily double, so just repeat it shortly so we really get it.
Gianluca Bocco.
Okay, then moving on to the second leg of the daily double. And you need a few more horses here, or are you going for a straight double?
I'm going for a straight double. You know I like that. That's the way I like to bet. I think number 8, Voulez-Vous, offers real good value for money here. Voulez-Vous is a real tough horse who doesn't mind getting parked. He's won a lot of races from the outside position. He's a bit tricky from the start, but I think it's good for him to start on the far outside here. So the post isn't all that bad. Also, we've got a very fast horse on the inside. Number 1 horse here is going to be in the lead, and I think all the other fast horses on the outside are going to try to reach the pocket slot. So it could really open up quite well, and number 8 could get through quite easily to the outside position. And with the form the horse showed second to last time in those pictures there, I think that's preserved and could win it from an outside position.
7, Gianluca Bucco, and 8, Voulez-Vous is the horses to bet for the daily double, and it's only one combination, of course. And then we're moving on to the Pick 7 V75. It's all about finding the winner in the 7 consecutive races, 5 through 11. And we're up north in Skellefteå. So, of course, as you said, pay attention to the weather.
I think the weather is going to be key here. If it rains there, the track conditions tend to be very difficult for the barefoot horses. I don't think the open stretch is going to be all that much of a factor. You don't see a lot of winners on the open stretch at Skellefteå.
Let's take a look at Mike's V75 system. We've talked about your 2 bankers, one in the 5th leg and one in the 6th, of course. We haven't at all talked about the 3rd leg, and this is for the cold bloods. 3 horses.
Yeah, number 2, Moen Prince and AM could be a good choice for a banker here. I think he's the strongest, and he also showed good form when he won the Swedish Championship from the outside position on Odin Tabak last time.
But you're hoping for an upset.
I'm hoping for an upset. Number 1, Mir Faxen, is extremely fast over a sprint distance, and he will have the open stretch. Örjan Kihlström driving this time, so I just like all the conditions for that one. And then number 5, Lome Brage, is the likely leader here. Second time in an American-style race bike as well. I think that can improve the horse, and this time Ulf Olsson is driving. So good factors on both of those upsets.
And then the 4th leg, of course, looks really difficult. Do you have 1 or 2 horses for us that stands out?
Yeah, number 5, Antonio Trott, will probably win this if he stays trotting. I am concerned about the number, though. He's got a very tricky post from the start here, and I think there's a big risk he goes off stride. But otherwise, I think he'll win it.
576 combinations for Mike's V75 system this Saturday at Skellefteå Racetrack. And that was all we had for you for this time. For more information, please visit our website, SwedishHorseRacing.com. And of course, now we wish you the best of luck, and may you win big.